Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside that weather window and a bit of a break today from all of that hot weather that we've been seeing the last few days. Today, actually temperatures below normal as we look down at our neighbors to the north in Leavenworth, and pretty nice day up that way with just a few high clouds out there. We did see some windy conditions at times today, much windier than we've had the last couple of days, but it sure felt good out there too, didn't it, with all the hot weather we've been having. But with the wind and the low humidity and temperatures over 75, that has prompted a red flag warning from the National Weather Service, and that pretty much encompasses all of our viewing area over to Moses Lake, Wenatchee, up north into Omak, and points east where fire danger is very, very high, and that red flag warning will go until 8 tonight. We will see cooler weather once again, cool once again for tomorrow. Temperatures actually getting back to normal. Wenatchee temperatures in red and Moses Lake in purple there, but you can see what happens beginning on Sunday. We're going to go into the mid 90s on Sunday, 100 for both Monday and Tuesday, and still hot after that. We'll have your complete weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. An Ephrata man in his 60s has become the 9th person in Grant County to die of COVID-19. A Kennewick man reportedly upset about losing his job at a Quincy business was arrested on Thursday morning for firing at least 10 shots from a semi-automatic pistol while walking along the golf course at Crescent Bar. And a wildfire burning on the Colville Reservation prompted evacuation warnings Thursday near Nespila. But first, we begin tonight. The Wenatchee Walmart Supercenter is closed today for extensive cleaning after local health officials confirmed a cluster of 21 positive tests for COVID-19 among its employees. NCWLIFE first reported infections among Walmart staff on Tuesday based on disclosures from the employees themselves. The Chelan Douglas Health District says all but one of the infected staff members are Chelan or Douglas County residents. The last resides in Grant County. All will be asked to self-isolate for at least 10 days and then monitor themselves for symptoms of the virus. In a corporate press release, Walmart announced the Wenatchee store would close yesterday afternoon and then remain shut down to customers until 7 a.m. Saturday for sanitizing work. Earlier this week, multiple employees at the store told NCWLIFE that store management had not consistently enforced requirements for facial masking among some associate teams and didn't tell workers the extent of on-staff COVID-19 infections, even as that number rose in the last week. The Wenatchee store, located at 2000 North Wenatchee Avenue, employs roughly 200 people. Well, an Ephrata man in his 60s has become the 9th person in Grant County to die of COVID-19. The Grant County Health District said the man did have underlying health conditions that put him at a higher risk for the virus. Grant County topped 1,000 confirmed coronavirus cases earlier this week and now stands at 1,045 positive tests. The entire state surpassed 50,000 cases today, with 50,009 positive tests and 1,482 deaths. Meanwhile, a Kennewick man reportedly upset about losing his job at a Quincy business was arrested on Thursday morning for firing at least 10 shots from a semi-automatic pistol while walking along the golf course at Crescent Bar. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said 31-year-old Jordan Kintner was booked at the Grant County Jail for aiming and discharging a firearm. A shelter-in-place order was issued for residents of the area while police responded about 10:45 a.m. to numerous calls about the gunshots on the peninsula end of that course. About 45 minutes later, the order was lifted when deputies and Quincy police officers took Kintner into custody without incident. Kyle Foreman, a public information officer for the Sheriff's Office, said witnesses described him as not shooting at people or facilities, and what he was shooting at remains unclear. Well, a wildfire burning on the Colville Reservation prompted evacuation warnings Thursday near Nespelum. The greenhouse fire was measured at about 1,200 acres after it broke out Thursday afternoon west of town. Level 3 evacuation notices went into effect by evening. Those have since been reduced to Level 2. The fire burned the Colville Tribal Recycling Facility and threatened both homes and school and government buildings. DNR helicopters provided water drop support last night. Authorities estimated the fire this morning at 20% containment. Coming up next, a collision of personal watercraft Wednesday on Lake Chelan caused only minor injuries to the riders, but major damage to the watercraft. Firefighters on the 240-acre South Pine fire were in mop-up mode Thursday afternoon after declaring the fire southwest of Tonasket 95% contained. The state's largest teachers union says it can't support a return to in-person classes when school starts this fall due to the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. And a coalition of state and federal agencies will begin the fourth and final two-week roundup of translocating mountain goats from Olympic National Park to the North Cascades. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Don't wait, the sale is going on now.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Welcome back. In another news, a collision of personal watercraft Wednesday on Lake Chelan caused only minor injuries to the riders, but major damage to the watercraft. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office said the jet skis were being ridden too closely together, and this is a timely reminder that Washington law requires boats and personal watercraft to stay at least 100 feet away from each other when underway. Firefighters on the 240-acre South Pine fire were in mop-up mode yesterday afternoon after declaring the fire southwest of Tonasket 95% contained. The fire was last reported late Wednesday afternoon, and firefighters from numerous local, state, and federal agencies responded with ground and air crews. A Level 2 evacuation notice was briefly issued for residents in the Pine Creek Road area, but using helicopters, planes, heavy equipment, fire engines, and hand crews, firefighters were quickly able to slow the spread of the fire. The cause of that blaze is under investigation. Well, the state's largest teachers union says it cannot support a return to in-person classes when school begins this fall due to the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. The Washington Education Association put out a statement Thursday that says coronavirus puts teachers, students, and communities at risk throughout the state, and schools should plan exclusively for distance learning and virtual classes instead. In the Wenatchee Valley, school districts have struggled with how to reconcile input from the state, the CDC, and parent and teacher groups. A community-wide online forum about the coming school year was originally scheduled for Monday with the superintendents of the Wenatchee, Eastmont, and Cascade districts. That forum has now been postponed until the districts finalize their plans. Well, on Monday, the final shipment of mountain goats will start their journey between Olympic National Park and the North Cascades National Park. So far, 275 goats have been relocated under the two-year project, putting them back in their native setting after they were imported to the Olympics in the 1920s. State and federal wildlife agencies have teamed up to move the goats by truck and helicopter to 12 sites in the North Cascades, 3 of which are in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. 35 goats have died or been euthanized in the process, and once this round of relocations is complete, those goats still remaining in Olympic National Park will be lethally removed. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
You want to help others. You need a solid career. You can have both with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, stop by our campus at 595 Grant Road across from Safeway, or visit chartercollege.edu.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, we once again take you to the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center, where they've produced a series of 6 videos so far called Curator's Corner, with collections coordinator Anna Spencer showing off treasures from Wenatchee's past. Tonight, she offers a look back at some old toys from Wenatchee's past.
Hi, I'm Anna Spencer. This is Jill Sheets.
Hello.
Welcome back to Curator's Corner. We're going to be going in this room here to find some cool and fun toys that we have. Some of the items we're going to show you today are a couple of toys and games we have in our collection. This coincides with our upcoming tomfoolery exhibit, and these toys and games are some that didn't make it into the exhibit, but we still wanted to show you behind the scenes. One of the first ones is this tin plane. It actually goes along with the Miss Vidal flight, because on it it says Trans-Pacific Flight from Japan to Wenatchee, October 5th, 1931, and it's signed by Hugh Herndon and Clyde Pangborn. Huh. It's a little toy plane.
Is it tin?
Yes. Some of the other ones we have a tin car.
Now that was rolling by itself a little few minutes ago.
Yes, it very much works. Roll it backwards, it rolls itself forward. Some of the other items we have in here, we have some piggy banks. So they're called. This one is a little terrier, still with his key attached. Put the money in his head, get it out of the bottom. And lastly, we have a card game that we found. This is called How Silas Popped the Question.
A game.
A game. So pretty much, oh, and this is from 1923. So pretty much you would pass out cards to your players.
We did read the instructions.
Yes. Pass out cards to your players, and it would go around in a circle, and all you would do is read the story. And so I would start and flip my card over, and it says, "Our old blind mule has kicked the bucket."
That's my turn.
Yes.
And I read my card.
Yes. And the next player
Ain't those called spit curls you're wearing?
would read their card. You would discard them. Then I would read the next one. It says, "How many eggs did your hen lay last week?" And then you would just form a whole entire story out of this card game. I wonder why it was created, but it is, as you can see, very amusing. Thanks for watching. Join us next time to see what cool and exciting things we find in our collection.
Time now to take a look at that north central Washington weather forecast as we head into the upcoming weekend. And not a bad day today as we look outside our weather window at the beautiful town and area of Leavenworth. And it was a nice one today. Temperatures were actually below normal after being so hot the last 4 or 5 days. It was a nice break today, wasn't it, with those breezes out there as well, cooling us off a little bit. Unofficial high temperature today. Yeah, we were about 6 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 89's normal. 83 unofficially our high temperature today at Pangbourne Airport. Low temperature right on the money at 63 this morning. Record high 105 in a very hot July of 1994. Record low 53, and that was in 2014. Sunrise this morning at 5:30, and the sun will set tonight at 8:44. Let's take a look and see how our weekend's going to shape up, at least the first part of it on Saturday. And it will be a seasonal day tomorrow, as I like to call it, which means temperatures about normal for this time of year. 89 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 88 in Quincy, also Wenatchee, Entiat, and all the way up into Omak. Beautiful day tomorrow if you want to head up to Leavenworth or maybe Lake Wenatchee. High temperatures there in the low to mid 80s. But things are going to change as we move past Saturday into the upcoming weekend on Sunday. Tonight, though, we'll start there. Mostly clear skies. It will be still just a little bit breezy. You can see right in the center part of the state. Also a few clouds along the Cascades, but pretty much overall clear skies throughout the Intermountain West and over east into Montana and the Dakotas. For Saturday, sunny. We'll see light winds for Saturday, and that'll be really nice. As I mentioned, high temperatures tomorrow, about where we should see them for this time of year, mainly in the upper 80s for us. And then on Sunday, heat wave will begin, and boy, will we feel it all over the western United States. The oranges and reds indicate very warm temperatures, and we're going to see clear skies throughout the area on Sunday with highs mainly in the mid to upper 90s for Sunday. And then on Monday, just going to be stifling heat. Sunny, unseasonably hot. We're talking triple-digit temperatures all the way from Spokane over into Moses Lake, Wenatchee, also especially down in the Tri-Cities where we could be pushing 105 on Monday, maybe even hotter than that on Tuesday. Look how deep red this gets over Washington on Tuesday. As we get into Wednesday, a few more clouds out there, and that means just a little bit cooler. We're still going to see high temperatures mainly in the mid 90s. On Wednesday, also an area of low pressure is beginning to creep in a little bit, and that'll bring some clouds by Thursday into western Washington. But folks, I looked past Thursday. It looks like this area of low pressure is going to slide to the north, and that's going to keep us just on the hot side. Even though we will be slightly cooler Thursday, we're still talking high temperatures in the lower 90s. Take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling 7-day forecast. 59 tonight. Open those windows and let that fresh air come in. 88 for your high on Saturday. Beautiful start to the weekend. And then things heat up. 96 for Sunday, 100 on Monday, possibly 101 for our high temperature on Tuesday before we slowly cool down. We're talking mostly sunny and 97 on Wednesday and mostly sunny and 93 as we get late in the week next Thursday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Snyder with Black Rock Asphalt Services here in Wenatchee, your local Black Rock seal coat company. Have you looked at your driveway or parking lot lately? Is it gray and oxidized? Does it have cracks that have not been taken care of? Or do you have striping that is pretty much non-existent? Please give us a call locally here, 509-665-9769. Learn more at blackrockasphaltsealcoating.com.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show will bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Finally Friday to you. Baseball is back. Well, a rain-shortened opening day game, at least, as we open up the Les Schwab scoreboard. How about this? We have scores to report. New York Yankees beat the Washington Nationals 4-1. The game was called after 5 innings when a huge lightning storm accompanied by torrential rains washed it out. Now, prior to the rain, Garrett Cole celebrated his Yankee debut, going 5 innings and allowing 1 run on 1 hit with 5 strikeouts. Max Scherzer struck out 11 batters, that is, in 5 innings. He took the loss. Giancarlo Stanton hit a mammoth home run, going 2 for 3 and collecting 3 ribbies. The Dodgers broke a 1-1 tie in the 7th with 5 runs, went on to beat San Francisco in the opener 8-1. Second-year player Enrique Hernandez. How about this opening day? 4 for 5 at the plate with a home run and 5 RBIs. Clayton Kershaw, last-minute scratch for the Dodgers. Bullpen did well, though, following up 4 1/3 from Dustin May with 4 2/3 of scoreless relief. Well, the Mariners are in Houston to take on the defending American League champion Astros. Of course, Houston came under fire following the World Series last year, was found to have been cheating, stealing signs, and alerting batters by banging trash cans in the dugout. Seattle opening day starter Marco Gonzalez is focused on getting the win and not exacting any kind of retribution on the Astros.
I'm not going to put any more pressure on myself than I need to. I'm going to go out and try to win a ball game. I think facing a good lineup, in the spot where the World Series was played last year, that's enough pressure as it is. So I'm going to go out and just go compete, go win a ball game, and that's all the pressure I need to put on myself.
Gonzo will face defending AL Cy Young Award winner Justin Verlander. First pitch at Minute Maid Park at 6:10. You can see it on Root Sports. Their pregame underway in just a little bit. Seattle's expected to start 3 rookies in the lineup tonight, including Evan White, Kyle Lewis, and Jose Marmoleos. Here's a look at the anticipated lineup for manager Scott Service in tonight's opener. Shed Long will lead off and play second. Evan White will make his debut at first base and bat second. Kyle Seager, the 9-year starter, is the only veteran in the lineup at third base. Rookie phenom Kyle Lewis, who homered in 6 of his first 10 games when called up late last year, will bat cleanup and play in right field. Jose Marmoleos will bat fifth and play left. Catching will be Austin Nola. He'll bat sixth. Seattle's only all-star last year, Daniel Vogelbach, will bat 7th as the DH. J.P. Crawford will start at shortstop and hit 8th. Center fielder Malik Smith will bat 9th. He is in center field. Now, Seattle's starting lineup has a grand total of 22 years combined Major League experience. Counter that with Houston. They have 71 combined years of experience. Yes, the youth movement on in Seattle. Well, it was announced just before yesterday's first game of the COVID-shortened season that the playoffs would be expanded. Major League Baseball came to an agreement with the Players Union that for this season only, the playoffs would be expanded to 16 teams. Playoffs will include 8 teams per league, 3 division winners and 3 second-place teams. Then there would be 2 wild-card teams. The first round of the playoffs will be a best of 3, all at a higher seed with 8 versus 1, 7 versus 2, 6 versus 3, and 5 versus 4. The division series will be best of 5 with higher seeds getting home field advantage. The League Championship Series and World Series will be the traditional best of 7 format. Oh, by the way, if you missed it last night, you have got to see the ceremonial first, or maybe you don't want to see it. Ceremonial first pitch thrown out prior to the Nationals and Yankees last night. It's a good thing Dr. Anthony Fauci has a day job.
And now one of the more well-known Washington National fans, Dr. Anthony Fauci, to throw out the first pitch.
Your pitch. Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I don't know if that was a knuckleball or... Well, they have a bat called a fungo. That was kind of a fungo first pitch. Here's what we have on the NCWLIFE sports schedule for this weekend. It begins with baseball tonight with the rebroadcast of Apple Sox baseball from last summer as they host the Walla Walla Sweets. Tomorrow starts with Shalana-Wenatchee volleyball at 2, followed by last Saturday's race action at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval at 6. Then it's a wild weekend doubleheader on Sunday with the Wenatchee Wild taking on the West Kelowna Warriors at 2 and at 7 o'clock. Oh, and finally, congratulations to Russell Wilson and wife Sierra on their brand new baby boy. Wynn, that's right, Wynn Harrison Wilson was born today at 8 pounds 1 ounce. Here you see Mommy and Daddy wishing him a happy birthday. Wynn, I like that name, Wynn Wilson. How about that? That's a look at sports news. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Grant, back to you.
As we leave you tonight, a downtown Wenatchee co-working space has won an award of excellence from a statewide commerce group. The Washington Main Street Association says the Mercantile at 14 North Wenatchee Avenue is an inspiring remodel of a historic property. Owners Heather and Jeff Austinson and Corey and Rick Ray won the association's Excellence on Main Award in a virtual ceremony on Monday. The award recognizes economic development that goes hand in hand with historic preservation. Congratulations. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. If you missed this morning's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, I made the announcement official that I have now joined the FBI's Witness Protection Program. That is not in effect when I'm hosting the show, but when I'm not hosting the show, the FBI has requested, because I'm in the Witness Protection Program, that I wear a disguise when I'm out in public, and this is what they gave me. Join me on Monday. We'll have everything you need to start your week the right way, which is live and local. We'll have news, sports, and weather, and everything else with Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with yours truly, Dan Kuntz. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Dan. And the question is, what disguise? Well, that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue.
Currently, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is open for dine-in and take-out. Owner Justin Hefner and his staff are just as excited as you to get back to their regularly scheduled full menu, music, and poker. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is serving a limited menu for lunch and dinner, dine-in or take-out.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
How do you know when it's time to go to Boswell's Furniture? When you know the look you love, the colors you want, but need a little design help to bring it all together. With Boswell's complimentary design service, Glenn, Buffy, and Teresa guide you until your vision becomes reality. More styles, more fabrics, and more choices of quality home furnishings fill Boswell's expansive 2-story showroom so you can see it and feel it before you buy. Come into Boswell's and explore the endless possibilities of home furnishings. Boswell's on Easy Street. It's closer than you think.
Hey
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills in Manson, where we've got huge news. We've started our Blueberry U-Pick. It's a great time to toss the family in the car and get on out to Blueberry Hills, where you can get the best down-home scratch country cooking around and pick some of the world's most delicious and largest blueberries that have been high desert farmed. This makes for an intense blueberry flavor, and they are so much fun to pick. Our fields are open 8 to 2:30 daily and restaurant from 8 to 3, so come on out and join us.